Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This week marked a significant moment in the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. From July 19th, most of the remaining coronavirus related restrictions have been removed, and the emphasis has switched from being one of following regulations to one of taking some personal responsibility. This means that as a church we have had to make some decisions, and both the UK government and the Baptist Together movement have urged us to use caution in how we implement our freedom. As followers of Jesus, we do take seriously our responsibility to love our neighbour. And this week marked a significant... Hi everyone, I hope you are well. This week marked a significant moment. Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This week marked a significant moment in the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. From July 19th, 2021, most of the remaining coronavirus-related restrictions have been removed. The emphasis has switched from following regulations to being one where we take a bit more personal responsibility. And this means that as a church we have to take some significant decisions about how we move forward, and both the UK government and Baptist Together have urged us to use caution in how we implement our freedoms. Even without the government or the Baptist Union, as followers of Jesus, we take seriously our responsibility to love one another. And looking after one another and keeping each other safe in the midst of uncertain times should be central to our discipleship. With that in mind, the deacons met online on Monday evening to consider how we might amend our risk assessment while continuing to keep each other safe. And this is going to be sent out to you by email, but I thought I'd just drop you a quick video message just to make it a bit more personal about what to expect over the next few weeks. A lot of it does seem a lot actually, but much of it is similar to what we've been practicing over the last few months anyway. It'll be familiar to you from other settings, even if not from church necessarily. So we would ask, before you come to church, if you are displaying any symptoms of COVID-19, that you stay at home. That doesn't mean we want to forget about you. Let us know if you're struggling and we'll try to help in any way we can. But please don't come to the building. And the same is true if you've been informed to self-isolate for any reason, or even if you have reason to believe you're about to be told to self-isolate, so somebody you live with is tested positive. Please don't come to the church in those circumstances. If you can, I would encourage you to take a lateral flow test. They're freely available from any chemist, and that will enable you to come to the church with confidence that you are not carrying the virus at any point. We're expanding the number of seats available for church service, but we would still like you to register at our Eventbrite site, because this will enable us to assist any further NHS test and trace systems. When you arrive at the church, we are going to keep the hand sanitizer in place. You'll be invited to use that, and if you have the NHS app, you will be invited to use the QR code that will be displayed at the front desk. We are asking people to keep wearing face coverings in public services unless they're actually leading the service or unless you're medically exempt. And we are retaining a one-way system in the public areas around the building. As I've said already, we are increasing the number of seats available, originally to around 50. We encourage you to sit in family groups or bubbles, but really we can't stop you. You're free to sit with friends if you so choose. However, please understand that there will be those who prefer to keep social distance for now. So if you go to sit next to someone and they say, actually no, I would prefer that we kept distance for the time being, please respect their wishes. During the services, we will continue to use the plastic chairs because they're easier to clean, and it means we clean them after every service. But a few people have commented to me that they really, for one reason or another, need a sort of softer sort of fabric chair. So if you want to come and that's you, please let us know and we can make one available for you. And then we can always take it out of use for 72 hours. We're not short of chairs from that regard. One of the things people will be glad to know is that we are allowed to start singing again. And we will do, but we ask that face masks are continued to be worn whilst we're singing. We aren't using hymn books or pew Bibles. If you want the Bible during the service, please bring one. Song words and Bible readings will be on the screen. They will also be handed out on little sheets of paper as you arrive. We're not going to be taking up an offering during the service, but there will be an offering box at the door as you leave. As we have been doing in recent months on Communion Sundays, we will continue to use the individual serving fellowship cups that we have been using during the restrictions. This avoids people moving around the building and people picking bread off the same plate. And microphones and other equipment will still not be shared for the meantime. For the time being, we will keep wipes in the toilets, and if you use the toilets, we ask that you wipe down any surfaces you touch. There are bins in the toilet for you to leave your waste there, but any other waste, such as the communion cups and stuff, we ask that you take your own waste home. We will hopefully start post-church coffee fairly soon, but we won't be doing that at the church for a few weeks, just to allow us to get ourselves settled in. On our part, we're going to retain our current thorough, regular cleaning processes, and we ask that there are advisory notices up around the building. We ask that you follow them. And at present, our only public in-person worship will be on Sunday mornings, and we hope that Sunday School will return on Sunday the 8th of August, and more information will be available closer to the time about that. As we go forward into this time, we recognise that it is uncertain times. The numbers are still quite high, and they are quite high in our area. So please respect that people will be at different stages in being ready for interaction. So understand and respect individuals' boundaries. Ask someone's permission before shaking hands, and don't just go in for a bear hug or something with someone, please. And if someone doesn't feel ready for that kind of interaction, please don't take it as a slight. We're all at different stages. We're acutely aware that this process going forward could be more divisive than previously. It was much easier when we had somebody to blame, and we could just pass on the blame to the government or the Baptist Union. We can't do that anymore. So we appeal to everyone. Be kind to each other. Listen well. Appreciate the pressure that those of us who are trying to implement this stuff are under. And together we'll get there. So may each of us be completely humble and gentle. May we be patient and bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. And may God be with us in all our endeavours. Grace and peace be with you. Amen.